announcer Lawrence Tanner on the call. Take it away.
I'm a rock star, I'm a natural, I am natural. You know that I'm a pop off till the block's off. I'm a knock K-dot off till I'm top dog. Picture this inside a impostage, a lost cause. Yeah, myself, I got it. But you know that I've been locked out. Playing pick up in a tank top, hitting bank shots. Let the tape rock till my tape pop. Get no witness in them break live. This ain't K-pop, boy, we whipping up the straight drop. With some bass 9, bet you never seen a straight line. With some K9, true story that I'm based on. But I ain't lying, you could say that I'm a show off, cause I goes off. But you know about the show, dog, yeah, it goes on. Get a drummer song.
I got lows, I got highs, I got mids, I got bass. I got lows, I got highs, I got mids.
Get a drummer song, drummer song.
I got mids, I got bass. I got lows, I got highs, I got mids.
Get a drummer song. Get a drummer. You a fool if you can't prove all the cities that I ran through for the fool. Lot of things that I can't do. Got my hands full, little homie. I'm in Cancun, writing Pantones, and I'm treating every sample like an heirloom. My mama told me be careful with my miracles. You gon' need another pair of shoes. It's a marathon. I'm a barracuda tuning baritone. Get a drummer song. Get a drummer song. Get a drummer song. I am gonna stun if I wanna stun. I remember I was troublesome. Now I'm number one. I'm a one-of-one. I'm a one-of-one. Get a drummer song if you wanna feel. I don't even really wanna deal. This is 100 mil and now everybody wanna feel, but ain't gotta play with Mr. Yamazam. I'm a hologram. Yeah, you might have made a team, but gotta start on the bench. I know that I'm Japanese, but you should pardon my French. Instead of pardoning kings, I'm waking martyrs of men. I guess American dreams don't seem to start at the end. Everybody get your roll on, get your stroll on. I be binding with my protons like we Voltron. I can't pick up the phone, dog, when the roll call, but you know about the show, dog. Yeah, it goes on. Get a drum song.
I got lows, highs, mids, bass. I got lows, highs, mids.
Get a drum song.
I got lows, I got highs, I got mids. I got bass. I got lows, I got highs, I got mids.
Get a drum song.
So you better buzz. Finish you really wanna us. Yeah. Everybody tell me. Yeah. Better hush. Remember growing up, all I wanted was to be. Guys, have my candlelight going up like the club. After that, go slide. Are you with that? I wanna get. Yeah. Some kids that play all in the street, following lead. Fill my bank, blue strips only, you switched on me. Yeah.
Devin put them like the Phoenix Sun. Caught her up and I ain't have a Mario Chalmers. Ever since then, look at who I learned from. Won't respect, then you gotta earn some. Wanna strike, then you gotta some. He wanna feel like Nike, let do it in the face of my sweet chin music. I'm not easily influenced. Matter what's up with the if I see a man Splinter and Turtles, they go to the sewer. I'm in the field on the first and the third, trying to score on the off like I play for the Brewers. Set me up on my mama. Pat me to get the one with the behind me, watch how I maneuver. Like the Phoenix Sun, caught her up and free my
Huh. That a girl? What the fuck? Oh shit. Wait, I got something good. Ziny? Oh. Oh, don't tell me it's scary pain. No. I don't know who the fuck that is.
I got all this on me like Fiji. I'm posted up. They go straight to the
Zaza, I'm smoking on that ta-ta-ta-ta.
plata. Then he dissing my chata.
Why you did my taco? You want my taco? Oh, fuck, man.
Whooped it. On my side of
What's
some
that, Luby? Huh?
blue
Blue cheese. So I'm addicted to blue cheese. I don't know what's going on with the sleep.
Buy my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your back
There's extra goopy.
in the two-seat.
So
Swagged out.
back down, back up.
Been back with a they say I'm moving ruthless. Swagged out. Familiar, we bringing them. I still got some racks stuffed in it. Say I'm moving ruthless.
LaMelo Ball can eat a dick, you know? I don't fuck with LaMelo. Lonzo and LaMelo needs to get on the fucking like out of here, man. Like fuck them. What? Go. Ooh, Pimano. Bro, if I got this, Kobe.
It's the first of the month. I brush my teeth and count up. I let my
Gotta do the real life Michael Jordan shit, you feel me? Cause like I'm gonna get good shit, like I'm gonna get my clear shit. A Michael Jordan thing. And the Jordan coach car, oh, fucking Jordan necklace. Oh. It's got 40 points.
The thing that I liked most about Michael Jordan as a player was the fact that I didn't have to try to guard him. If you had a poor defensive scheme, he was going to fill the hoop up until you either figured it out or the game was over and you lost the game. Some of his acrobatic drives to the hoop are just remarkable. You know, he could get past the defense and use a little bit of English off of the glass. Ball drops in so nice. It takes some really advanced skills to do that consistently. The 1988 All-Star Game was a showcase for Michael. Michael had figured out all the things he needed to know to be a dominant player. Everything. One-on-one, couldn't guard him. What Michael Jordan showed the whole sports world was the fact that you put the right people with him, he's going to lead them to world championships, without question. He was a prime example of excellence and a leader that would lead you all the way to the top, all the way to the top. That was basketball at its finest.
I don't know what Jay's talking about trading.
And on a chilly fit.
And at forward, a three-time.
Greetings, everyone, from Chicago, the host of the 1988 All-Star Game. Alongside the terrific Clark Kellogg and our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Clark, this terrific city has produced some greats, and 4 of them playing tonight.
You're exactly right, Kevin. The Windy City, Chicago, has produced Mo Cheeks, Isaiah Thomas, Doc Rivers, and Mark Aguirre, all All-Stars. And I'm sure they've got plenty of family and friends in attendance to enjoy their performance on the court.
Yep, so much to celebrate. And Clark, is there a
Was that a ball?
common thread when you think about a Chicago-type player?
Well, I certainly do believe there's a common thread. When playing outside or outdoors in the Windy City, the perimeter shot can easily get blown off course. So you got to be able to get that thing to the rack and in a straight line fashion. And that's something all Chicago players share in common.
A lot of high flyers, you're right. And your West All-Stars, Fat Lever and Magic Johnson, the guards. Alex English and Karl Malone at the forward spots. And in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon. For the East, it's Moses Malone inside and Dominic Wilkins with Larry Bird, the forwards. And in the backcourt, Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan.
And you look at Larry Bird and Magic.
Wait, was that 3? Let's go.
Rivals since college. Early on, no love lost between them, but over time, they've become friends.
Here's Lever. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Lever left side. Here's Malone. Great D that time from Bird.
Fuck, I gotta get 8 assists.
So those are the ones you hate to miss.
Clark, you see Larry and Magic together in those Converse ads. They've become really the faces of the NBA.
And, Kevin, I think they've inherited the mantle from the great Dr. J. He's done such a great job representing the league all these years, and certainly he's left it in good hands with those two.
Yeah, that's a great comparison. And an exhibition game with plenty of motivation for these stars nonetheless. For more, let's say hello to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, I was talking to Larry Bird about his goals for the matchup, and he said, I think our job is to get the ball to Michael Jordan, get him into the game, and get the crowd into the game. So if Bird has anything to do with it, Michael Jordan.
All right, 4 points, got 8 rebounds.
And that would be poetic justice this weekend. Guys, back to you.
Especially where we are. Well said, David. Thank you. Jordan Clark, obviously, in front of his hometown crowd. He loves it, and they really love it.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You think about the fans in Chicago. They love basketball. And I can expect, and you can too, a ton of energy, some extra adrenaline anytime Michael touches the ball.
Clark, this city is on fire with Jordan, aren't they? I mean, they love him, and they think about what's to come. My goodness.
Smoking.
Yeah. And the Eastern All-Stars favored to win tonight.
Star power and firepower. Veteran IQ and smarts, but you never know. The West has quite a bit of talent, too.
Indeed, they do. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Lever. Johnson up top, guarded by Jordan. Can they get it? Bank shot, no good. And Michael Jordan won the dunk contest last night, and man, was it great. What a thriller. He and Dominique Clark put on a great show, and you could tell they both wanted it so badly. Perhaps the home court advantage gave Michael Jordan Clark the edge.
And there was another winner from last night, and that was Larry Bird, taking home the trophy in the three-point shootout. And he didn't even need to take off his warm-ups to handle his business.
Clark, somebody told me he looked at the rest of the competitors and said, okay, who's going to be in second place here? Who's going to finish behind me?
Sounds just like him.
Here's Jordan following the score by Hakeem Olajuwon. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10. Lever against Thomas. Lever drives in. Makes it off the glass.
And Fat Lever snubbed a year ago, now a first-time All-Star, well-deserved. He leads the league in triple-doubles, one of the original stat sheet stuffers, averaging 9 rebounds a game as well. Best
10 points. I don't even know.
For NBA guards.
And Michael Jordan winning the dunk contest yesterday. Clark, can he add to his trophy case tonight?
Kevin, I think his teammates want to see him win the MVP. I think they're going to give him as many touches as he needs to have a chance to do it.
Ooh, that'll be fun to watch. Now, here's Olajuwon. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Jordan, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Jordan's got 12 in the game. And tonight's All-Star MVP will have a $5,000 check presented in their name, Clark, to the Thurgood Marshall Black Education Fund.
A great cause in honor of a terrific American.
Now here's Jordan after the miss from Karl Malone. Jordan inside. He's got 12. And here it is for him. And Michael Jordan. Not only last season's leading scorer by a mile, but Clark Kellogg this season, he is in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year.
He is the true definition of a two-way player. Gets it done at a high level at both ends.
There's got to be some excitement, maybe even, Clark, some butterflies playing in the All-Star game. You want to prove you belong out there.
I agree with that, and there can also be the temptation to try to do a little too much, maybe get flashy, but with these players still getting a feel for each other in the flow, a lot to be said for making the simple play.
Nevertheless, a great honor. Jordan passes to Thomas. Time pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
How about this list? Players who have never missed an All-Star game in their careers. Jerry West, Bob Pettit, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Those last three playing here tonight.
Here's English. And so it's the East All-Stars with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside. Welcome back, everyone, to the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. As these great fans hope Michael Jordan can bring home the win and the MVP hardware.
And the head coach of the East, Mike Fratello, his first time coaching in the All-Star game.
We've got Jordan. Doherty is out there with Ewing. And it's Rivers. And it's Wilkins. And at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Here's Jordan. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14. How about that? Mike's a terrific friend of yours and mine, and Fratello's Hawks recently moved into first place in the East after the Cavs beat the Celtics. Clark enabling him to become the coach of the East All-Star.
So don't be surprised if the Cavs' Brad Doherty gets extended minutes in his first All-Star appearance. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
And Kareem looking to set the career record for all-star scoring. Isn't that something?
It really is. Needs just 10 points to do it, Kevin, and you got to love his chances. I mean, that's a layup for him, pun intended.
A good one. McDaniels checked in for Malone.
First personal foul. First team foul. In for the West, Xavier McDaniels.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. McDaniel, the pass to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Drexler. It's rebounded by Ewing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And here early, Clark, the East has the edge.
You look at that team on the East squad, an embarrassment of riches.
You all came to Mama that! Looks great!
Kevin, and you know they've got so many weapons. I think it simply comes down to execution for them. Hard not to respect how tough Jordan is inside. Really good at angling his body to pick up the foul.
No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
You know, there's so much that's amazing to me about Jordan, but his endurance stands out. He consistently gets stronger, it seems, as the game goes on.
Harkin, amidst this all-star celebration, labor negotiations between the players and the NBA continue.
Trying to find their way through this current impasse, Kevin, and looking to avoid any interruptions to this game that we all have a love affair with.
Yeah, I know you and I hope they can find some common ground.
Please make it happen soon.
Drexler dishes to Johnson. High post shot. Good, and it's Worthy picking up the assist. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter. And if there was a snub, Clark, for this year's All-Star game, many felt it was the sharpshooter Dale Ellis of the Sonics.
Well, you take a look at what he's done. He's the only top 10 scorer in the NBA who was not an All-Star.
The Tennessee Volunteers should be here.
And Coach Mike Fratello, a colleague of ours, coaching in the All-Star game, standing tall amongst a bunch of tall guys in the NBA. You know, his dad was an amateur boxer, and, you know, I think that background gives Mike a lot of confidence as a coach.
And Kareem, the elder statesman, 19 years in the NBA. Decades of dominance. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
West All-Stars.
Kevin McHale, he checked in for the East.
For your East All-Stars, Kevin McHale.
The West trails by 11. Johnson inside. He's defended by Jordan. Right at the free throw line. Another spoon-fed basket. From Magic. Well, Clark, there was some question whether James Worthy would actually play in this All-Star game.
Yeah, he's dealing with some tendonitis in his knee, and because of that, I think his minutes very well could be limited.
Yeah, he's got to pay attention to the big picture, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And Clark, not easy for these coaches to put their stamp on the game. Only a 1-hour practice yesterday to get acquainted and move through some sets.
And you know, Kevin, it's not about necessarily practice time. A few offensive sets is all that's needed. I think it's how you manage the players and give them a platform to have fun and do what they do.
That's a good point. The East leading by 11. That shot off. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's McDaniel. He's defended by Jordan. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Can't hit that one. And it's the East going the other way.
2 minutes.
Led by as many as 14 points. And now let's go over to David Aldridge with a report on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Thank you, Kevin. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the oldest All-Star in history. This is his 17th game. No one else has been in more than 13. To put that into context, there were 6 players in yesterday's Legends game that were younger than Kareem. Magic Johnson says he respects Kareem more than anyone I know because of the pride this man has in whatever he does. Kevin, back to you.
He is a very proud individual. David, thank you. And Kareem's coming out here, Clark, after spending 2 days in bed with strep throat. I mean, it's remarkable.
And, Kevin, that's exactly the pride Magic was talking about. And that's why it seems like every game we do, Kareem is adding to some type of record that he's already established tonight. He could very well become the leading scorer in the history of the All-Star game.
Isn't that phenomenal? They call him captain for a reason. He is truly the leader of this entire NBA.
Yes, sir.
Moses Malone. He's checked in for the East. Thomas comes in for Rivers. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Malone's checked in for Worthy. McGuire comes in for McDaniel. And Levers subbed in for Clyde Drexler.
Magic Johnson leads the league in assists, and he's also got the most assists in All-Star game history. He processes the game at another level, folks.
And starting last season, Clark, Michael Jordan's scoring went through the roof.
Averaging over 37 points per game, partner, and he's kept close to that pace this season as well. Remarkable.
Amazing and remarkable, right? Wow. McGuire, no good. And so Jordan will bring it up for the East All-Stars. They lead by 11. Puts up a three. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
That's exactly what a team needs when they're playing from behind. Energetic defense.
The East making a switch. Bird's checked in. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Johnson inside. Jordan's there. Lever outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Three-pointer. Not going to go that time. And we finish one half of basketball. East All-Stars lead by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we welcome you back to the second half of the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. Great performances from these players, whether it's their first time participating or their 17th. The West trails by 11.
You know, you get into the latter stages of the game, and it's normal to wonder who will take home the MVP trophy. It's certainly one of those accolades that's mentioned when you talk about the great ones.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, Malone is out there with Olajuwon. Then it's Lever. Then there's English. And it's Johnson in at the one. The vision of Magic Johnson is unsurpassed.
And, you know, before every game, Karl Malone calls his mother back in Summerfield, Louisiana, to ask what numbers he should shoot for. Tonight, she said go for 25 and 11.
Jordan. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. And of the players in tonight's All-Star game, Clark, two have won MVP trophies in this game before. Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas.
And how about this, Kevin? Thomas has won 2 out of the last 4 years. If he was to get 3 MVPs, that would put him in some rarefied air, tying with Oscar Robertson for second most. Bob Pettit is the only player to do it 4 times.
And the East with the lead.
Living up to that favored and top billing and giving these fans quite a show. You know, people said Alex English was too light of frame, too skinny, not athletic enough. Well, how about this? He's playing in his 7th straight All-Star game. So much for being too skinny.
And the jam by English.
Boy, that was a nasty throwdown right there. This is exactly why you can't give English the position he wants.
Jordan against Lever. Here's Malone. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Jordan's got his 3rd assist on the night. Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time. Johnson kicks to Malone. Olajuwon inside, guarded by Malone. Olajuwon with incredible footwork for a big man. And Clark, when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon's Houston Rockets, here is a team making a lot of moves.
I tell you what, their trade for Joe Barry Carroll and Sleepy Floyd paying huge dividends. They're certainly on the rise in my mind.
Yeah, a lot of people like those moves. And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. And the East with some changes. Ewing's checked in for Malone. And it's Rivers in for Thomas.
You know, there's been talk about adding a third referee to NBA games. The commissioner and the rules committee are in favor of it. And they plan to put it before the Board of Governors at the next meeting.
Yes, that goes in.
You know, once Jordan makes his move to the basket, he has no intention of stopping, which makes it hard to slow his progress.
Lever outside. Wants to get it to Olajuwon and does. Shoots over Ewing. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Ewing's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Clark with 3 officials working games. Do you think that'll result in more fouls being called, more eyes on the ball? They can pick up a lot more, certainly, with more guys out there.
Yeah, you know, I think, Kevin, it might be the case early on with the third official, but over time it'll smooth itself out. Off the ball, you know, some things you could get away with in the past, maybe not so much with 3 officials out there.
Here's Jordan. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Johnson. It's hauled in by Ewing. Ewing's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And, you know, most of these guys are accustomed to having their team's offense built around them. It's an adjustment for them now to figure out who's going to get the rock most of the time.
And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the West, Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Malone. McDaniel comes in for English. Clyde Drexler has subbed in for Lever. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Back to Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And you think about it, Justin Clark, how about the all-star reserves? Guys that start normally are the stars of their team, now off the bench on a team of stars.
Kevin, excellent point. For players who are used to starting the game, probably a rare experience coming in off the bench and trying to get it going. But I think these guys so enjoy being part of this, that sacrifice is not much at all.
You're exactly right. Here's Jordan, and he gets the bucket. Jordan's got 33 points.
Really strong to the bucket there. They're draped all over him, and he still gets it done.
Drexler drawing the double team. A minute 42 left to play in the 3rd. The West again cannot hit. Trying to get open is Burke. The shot's good from Jordan. And now it's an 11-point East All-Star lead. And Kareem will need to get it going, Clark, to reach double digits.
I think his teammates have to do a better job of getting them touches. Just keep feeding him. He's more than capable of getting there.
And Magic Johnson, Clark, made it clear coming into this game that he wanted the challenge of defending the great Michael Jordan.
He certainly did. And the West as a team will certainly have their work cut out for him trying to slow that guy down.
That is going to be fun to watch. And the East with some changes. Gordy's checked in for Bird. Ainge
Damn.
for Dominique Wilkins. And Cheeks is subbed in for Doc Rivers. Ainge against Aguirre. Johnson, the pass to McDaniel. Shot clock at 6. Here's Aguirre. Uses the glass to drop it in. Aguirre's got his first basket.
And the Mavericks' Mark Aguirre actually got married last night. How about that? A big weekend for the DePaul product.
Jordan with the bucket.
He is certainly a dominant player. Michael Jordan, when he's in the zone, unstoppable.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West All-Stars. 9-point game. Here's Aguirre. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Aguirre's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Jordan on the wing. Aguirre covering. Jordan against Aguirre. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got 39.
You know, you look at Doherty's assist numbers, and they are tremendous for a center. Brad has excellent vision of the floor.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the East All-Star. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be right back after this.
36.
Welcome back to Chicago for the 1988 All-Star Game. The grand finale of what's been a tremendous weekend to celebrate the NBA. The East leading by 9.
You take a look at the landscape of the NBA, and I tell you what, that Central Division, dominant. How about this? 36 games above 500 combined. Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
We've got Moses Malone. Thomas is out there with Ainge. Then there's Doherty. And it's Jordan in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Well, you look at that Central Division. All 6 teams on pace to make the playoffs.
And, you know, Chicago got off to that great start, Kevin. Then they cooled off just a bit. Now tied with Detroit at 3 games behind Atlanta. Those teams are breaked up pretty good.
Another shot. Johnson can't get it to go. Johnson's gone 4 of 11 tonight. Down the stretch here, the East, Clark out in front.
Getting it done. It's been such a fun game to watch. Entertaining from both sides.
Woo, it sure has been.
Yeah, you know, he takes the hit, but looks like he didn't get his feet set in time.
Larry Bird's checked in for Brad Doherty.
In for your East All-Stars, Larry Bird.
Johnson double teamed. To the paint. Here's Lever. And the layup's good off the glass.
Malone, an outstanding passer at the power forward position. He's got really good floor awareness and has a really good understanding of when to get the ball to the open man.
And here is Thomas. And it's Jordan to top the key. And they double up Jordan. 4 on the shot clock. Malone finds Bird. Lets it go with the 3. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
West All-Stars ball.
Wilkins is checked in for the East.
In the lineup for your East All-Stars, Dominique Wilkins.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th.
And Commissioner David Stern in the house tonight. Since taking over 4 years ago, he's done a remarkable job helping guide this league to new unprecedented heights.
Exactly. Here's Malone. Good. Great play by English to set it up.
And the 6'9" forward, Karl Malone out of Louisiana Tech, playing for the Utah Jazz. Tonight, he's wearing number 7 to honor the great Pete Maravich, who himself was a 3-time All-Star with the New Orleans Jazz.
Here's Bird, and such a nice move to make the basket work. And the East leads by 9. One thing the league has done since Commissioner Stern has taken over, Clark, is really marketing the league around its stars. And I like that type of strategy.
I agree with you, Kevin, wholeheartedly. And what better time to highlight those great stars than tonight? Amazing talent, compelling personalities. The league is certainly on a great trajectory.
It absolutely is. Here's English. That one wide left. The East leading by 7. Wilkins with the ball. Left side, Jordan. The West All-Stars pull it in. Olajuwon's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And after the Central Division, the Midwest has been the second most competitive division. Those teams are sitting at 10 games over 500. And making his All-Star debut in his 3rd year in the league, Karl Malone, one of 4 players in the NBA, averaging over 20 points and 10 rebounds a game.
Jordan kicks to Wilkins. Shot from the top of the key. It's rebounded by the West. Olajuwon's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Clark in the Midwest, those Rockets are really making a push.
And they're doing it behind Hakeem Olajuwon. To me, he's the best center in the NBA. They certainly got a chance to give the Lakers.
And it's a new single-game record in scoring for the All-Star game, set right in front of us by Michael Jordan.
What an incredible athlete, Kevin. And it seems whatever he sets his mind to do, he can do it. Impressive.
The West All-Stars. Making a switch here. Drexler's checked in. Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. The West trails by 6. Now Johnson. Here's Olajuwon. The shot, no good. Nice defense from Malone. Now the East All-Stars with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Bird. He's covered by Malone. Malone, a screen on Malone. And here's Bird from the arc. And it's Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside, Malone. And it's the East with the rebound. There's 1:34 left in the 4th quarter. Bird looking it over. Jacks up a 3. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. The West trails by 6. Feeds to Drexler. Excellent D there from Wilkins. And so Bird will bring it up for the East All-Stars. Now here's Jordan. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. Outside Wilkins. 43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 6-point lead.
They've got to get points in bunches and in a hurry.
And that's out of bounds. It was last. Touched by Drexler.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful in-your-face defense.
And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Jordan taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 32 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Thomas against Drexler. 24 seconds left in the fourth. The kick out to English. Trying to get something going. And it's Drexler missing. Here's Jordan. The three missed. And the Eastern All-Stars delivered. The favorites coming in, but they did not disappoint.
Yeah, you looked at that team on paper and you saw they were the stronger team and should have been favored, but you still...
Thank you to everyone for coming out and supporting your team. Please get home safely.
I'm definitely missing this shit, bro. The last shot? Is this the last? Splash, it's good.
You know when Michael Jordan is coming to town, you always wanted to get a good night's sleep, a good night rest, something good to eat, because you know the next day Michael Jordan is in your building and he's coming to put on a show. And
All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs trying to deny Jordan the ball.
Oh, my.
with the steal.
Goodness, the Bulls throw it. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs trying to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Elo trying to catch back up. The shot's up.
No, he misses. Cleveland has won in Game 5 in the first round.
Oh, I didn't have left stick. This is actually gonna take.
All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs trying to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Elo trying to catch back up. The shot's up.
No, he misses.
How do you shoot this
Cleveland
bitch?
has won in Game 5 in the first round.
I'm so confused.
All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs trying to deny Jordan the ball.
Oh, my.
Elo with the steal.
Goodness, the Bulls throw it. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs trying to deny Jordan the ball.
Oh, my.
Elo with the steal.
Goodness, the Bulls throw it. All right, Coach. Cleveland leads. Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Elo trying to catch back up. The shot's up.
No, he misses. Cleveland is won.
I don't get this.
5 in the first round.
Why is this so tough?
All right, Coach. Cleveland leads. Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Elo trying to catch back up. The shot's up. No!
Oh, I gotta.
In game 5.
Oh. Okay, I have to get it over though. They don't really tell you shit.
All right, Coach. Cleveland leads. Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Elo trying to catch back up. The shot's up. It's good!
Oh,
Michael Jordan!
Wow, Coach, a game 5 winning shot. Doug Collins off the bench, and the Bulls have won.
You can never, ever count Michael Jordan out.
Michael was a different level, man. He's a different level.
And a beautiful view of stunning Chicago. Close by Chicago Stadium for a much anticipated
I don't like that.
matchup today. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our presentation of today's game. I'm Kevin Harlan.
Wait, how much do I need? 40 points. Outscored Dominic Wilkins on the.
With me courtside, Clark Kellogg, and across the way on the sidelines, David Aldridge. We should be in for a great game here. Clark, it's the Chicago Bulls taking on the visiting Atlanta Hawks.
I'm ready for a good one, partner. Listen to these Chicago fans. Extremely excited to get this underway and see two All-Stars, Dominique Wilkins and Michael Jordan, go at it. This could be an outstanding scoring contest between these two.
You said it. Buckle in. Part of what makes Wilkins and Jordan so exceptional is how many ways they can get points.
Yeah, they score a lot of different ways, Kevin. Their offensive games are really versatile and complete. They can knock down threes, hit the mid-range jumper, and you know they both can do damage at the rim.
And out there for Atlanta, Spud Webb at the point with Doc Rivers at the 2. At the forward positions, Dominique Wilkins and Moses Malone. John Koncak will be at center. And starting things off for the Bulls, it's John Paxson at point guard with Michael Jordan also at the guard. Then Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant at the 3 and 4. The veteran, Bill Cartwright in the middle.
Expectations are high for Jordan and Wilkins in this one. They're both exceptional scoring threats, and I know their teams are expecting each of them to be the difference makers out there as they try to get the W.
Here's Jordan. Banked in off the glass. Jordan's got...
I gotta hold Wilkins on a 20.
His third bucket of the night.
Once Jordan gets inside with the rock, it's practically all over. He's that consistent at close range.
Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
The two scoring leaders facing off, but to dig deeper, let's go to a guy who can dig as deep as any, David Aldridge. D.A.
Thanks, guys. We know that Dominique and Jordan scoring will probably be the big story of the night, but there's a lot more to these guys' games that could affect the outcome. With Wilkins, we've seen a new focus from him on improving his rebounding, and as always, Jordan's defense can be just as impactful as his offense. Guys, back to you.
You know, David, that's an interesting point, and I think you're right. It's not just Clark about scoring tonight. It's got to be a multi-faceted game. Wouldn't you agree?
I certainly would, Kevin. Limiting your opponent's touches and disrupting their shot attempts and their offensive flow, I think, could be the real name of the game in this one. You just can't get it done with offense alone.
I know Jordan takes pride in his defense. We'll see if that's true tonight.
Yep, we'll keep an eye on that.
First quarter basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Cartwright against Webb. Wilkins outside. 6 on the shot clock. They need this. Offensive rebound. Malone. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. The #1 objective, Clark, of this Bulls defense has to be limiting Dominique Wilkins' looks. They've got to contain that incredible scoring of his.
Kevin, you're all over it. Right on point. I mean, if Chicago can't disrupt his usual scoring, then they're in for a long night and some real trouble.
And here is Webb following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. Wilkins surveying the defense. A baseline J. Rebound by the Bulls. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Jordan against Wilkins. Latrey. Another three for Chicago.
Really smooth shot that time from MJ beyond the arc. Hawks can't afford to let him get it going from the three-point line.
You know, Clark, in some ways, this game could come down to either Jordan's or Wilkins. And who scores the most? Outperforming the other could seal the game for their team.
And, Kevin, that's exactly what we'll be keeping a close eye on. Which one is leading in the point column? Because I agree, the winner of that duel very well could decide this thing.
Oh, what a duel it's going to be. Wilkins and Jordan, a couple of talented one-on-one players who are both going to be seeking mismatches in this one.
And, you know, Kevin, if you're on either of these teams, you've got to be ready to come at Jordan and Wilkins defensively. Don't let them dictate things. Low-effort defense, not going to get it done because they'll take advantage of that fully.
Oof. The Hawks shooting their first free throws here for the night, and the first one drops.
You know, Moses Malone is a true two-way player. He's an outstanding talent on both ends of the floor, able to score in dominating fashion, and really a ferocious rebounder.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Kings checked in for Grant. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for Paxson. Atlanta also making some changes here.
Oh, yeah, that was not emotional.
And Smith subbed in for Webb. Now here's Jordan. 17 points in the game. Shoots over Wilkins. Outside for Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Beyond the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Jordan's got 20 points. Right into these Hawks, Clark. for having a constant postseason presence these last few seasons.
3 straight second-round appearances, and then last year a tough loss in the first round. But I say don't let that fool you. These Hawks are a very competitive team.
They really are. Now, here is Jordan. Dominique Wilkins unable to get his shot to go. Armstrong kicks to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Passes it to King. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Kept alive. Left side, Jordan. A second chance effort. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
Michael Jordan getting it done for Chicago. What an amazing quarter.
22.
Welcome back, everyone, to Chicago as the second quarter gets underway. It's been an exciting game so far between the hometown Chicago Bulls and the visiting Atlanta Hawks. They've got B.J. Armstrong. Purdue is out there with Grant. Then it's Pippen, and it's Jordan in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. Wilkins outside. Purdue against Willis. Here's Wilkins. Oh, man.
Tell you what, the fans are not feeling that at all, but there is no denying that Dominique Wilkins is a terrific dunker. For the Bulls, they've got a new coach at the helm this season. With Phil Jackson, this is his first stint as a head coach here in the NBA.
Purdue the screen. Here's Jordan. And count it from 19 feet away. Jordan's got 24.
You know, because Jordan is so spectacular, sometimes his strong fundamentals are overlooked. And he keeps it simple. Why get fancy when the pick and roll works like that?
And he drops it in from the low post. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Looking to stretch this lead out even further, going right after his shot.
Jackson, of course, a former player, a former assistant under Doug Collins in Chicago. And Clark, I hear he's got some interesting ideas when it comes to on-court strategy.
Well, Kevin, you know, he's certainly got some good pieces to test those ideas out with. There's no denying that. But what I think matters most is that the guys seem to relate to him and like him. Chemistry between players and head coaches is critical.
Well, you know, you played. A long time, and you know how important that connection can be.
That's a very key deal.
You know, looking back at the opening quarter, Clark, Jordan managed to stay ahead of Wilkins in points scored.
Yeah, really good start for him, Kevin, in that regard, but can he keep doing that the entire game?
Right. And Jordan gets it to go.
Hey, the defense has the right idea there, but Jordan has the skills to overcome the contact.
Armstrong against Tony. Pass to Willis. Hawks passing it around. Here's Carr. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Grant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pippen, the pass to Purdue. Tries again. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got 30.
Efficiency personified there. Jordan scoring at will, taking over the game whenever he chooses.
Let's go to David Aldridge, who has some inside info on the Chicago Bulls.
Hey, Kevin, when you talk to the coaching staff and you say, what's the key to success against the Hawks, they have a one-word answer. Michael. They expect big numbers from Jordan, probably exceeding his average of 35 points from last season. Back to you, Kevin.
Well, that's good stuff there, David. Sometimes, Clark, the answer is that simple, I guess.
Yeah, you don't have to complicate it, especially when you're talking about Jordan, because he does make it really simple. Although he's not a one-man show, his whole team is going to have to still step up.
And they take pride in that, don't they? Helping this very special talent do what they've got to do.
Yeah, they're pros, and they get their checks twice a month, too. The Hawks and the Bulls, when you look at the measurables of teams and players, pretty standard for the league, with explosively athletic backcourts and then quite a bit of size down low, too.
Willis. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, T-Rex, they call him, Kevin Willis, devouring those second-chance points.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. Bill Cartwright, he's checked in for the Bulls. Paxson comes in for Armstrong. And then for Atlanta, Malone's checked in for Willis. Livingston comes in for Antoine Carr. And Webb subbed in for Tony. Here's Jordan. The shot that time, not on target. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Clark, we were talking about size. Both of these teams start a 7-footer at center.
Yeah, you know, Contact and Cartwright are very imposing at that position, Kevin. And then you get Grant and Malone are paired evenly at 6'10". So, hey, there's no way this game is not going to be physical in the paint.
Yeah, it'll be a battle for sure.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
So far, Michael Jordan has been getting just about, Clark, everything he wants on the offensive end.
And that's not unexpected, but, you know, that doesn't bode well for the Hawks as Wilkins has been unable to answer Jordan with shots of his own, which I think says a lot about the job the Chicago defense is doing.
I agree. Right now, Dominique doesn't seem to be having much issue, Clark, working around the Bulls' defense.
And that doesn't bode well for Chicago. I think they've got to get a better handle on him, Kevin. They got to corral him. If Dominique is just getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, that is terrible news for the Bulls.
Grant sets a screen for Jordan. Rebound, Atlanta.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Pass to Rivers. Feeds it to Malone. The rebound by Cartwright. Cartwright's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Jordan outside. Grant surveying the D. 5 on the clock. No block shot. Dominique Wilkins comes up with the rebound. Wilkins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, you got to appreciate how consistent these Atlanta Hawks have been. I mean, season to season, even while going through some roster shakeups, they've been steady.
The putback, the rebound by Jordan. Chicago leading by 16. Pick by Cartwright. Here's Jordan. Nails it from the high post. Jordan's got 36.
An effective score from the in-between area of the court. Jordan doing his thing. Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. So welcome back, everyone, to the third quarter of this contest between the Bulls and the Hawks, where Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins have been going at it.
And as this second half gets underway, the defensive ability of the Hawks and Bulls only become more important. You got to limit your opponents down the stretch, and both of these teams have the ability to do that.
Clock at 6. Here's Grant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Grant's got the first
Because I got more, man.
into the third quarter for the Bulls.
Yeah, I like how strong Grant is inside. I mean, not many guys want to fool with him down there.
On the court right now for the Hawks. Malone is out there with Dominique Wilkins. And it Rivers, and it's Concast, and it's Webb in at the point guard. We were talking about this before, but Clark, some very capable defenders on both sides of the floor.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, the duo of Pippen and Jordan, so effective at wreaking havoc and forcing turnovers. And the Hawks have Doc Rivers, who can hassle ball handlers. He's physical as a backcourt defender, as well as Moses down low to eat that glass and block shots, too.
Both are fun to watch. We're going over the numbers from the first half. Clark, Jordan was able to top Wilkins in scoring in the first and second quarters combined.
A critical advantage partner that he worked really hard to get. Not all of his hoops were easy ones.
Right, you're right on that. High post, Jordan. Working on Wilkins.
John contact. First personal foul. First team foul.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And they double up Jordan. Grant the pass to Jordan. 4 on the clock. Trying to get open is Pippen. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jordan's got 40 points.
Keep doing work inside. Close range looks like that will keep your lead safe. Stay on the attack.
And another great look at the 2K drive. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Malone. It doesn't go for him. So the Bulls will take it the other way.
These Hawks have a trusted and capable leader steering the ship, and that's Coach Mike Fratello. He won Coach of the Year for his work with this team in the '86 season.
Jordan with the ball. He has 40. A 3-ball. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Goes back up, and the Bulls tack on 2 more. Yeah, an experienced coach who knows his team inside and out. That's Mike Fratello. Clark, do you think that gives the Hawks an advantage?
I think it could, Kevin. I mean, Coach Fratello will have an easier time seeing what his team needs out there and will know what adjustments best.
Hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot I could play it from.
Boy, nice setup.
Well, then he only
The pass, and Wilkins bounces up knowing just what to do with it.
Jordan looking it over. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Jordan's got 8 here in the quarter.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively. When you think about Michael Jordan, you think about scoring, putting the ball in the basket. But he does a lot of other stuff out there as well, like moving the ball effectively.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Right inside. Paxson outside. Back to Jordan. Second chance shot. And that one drops for him. Jordan's got 46 points. You know, we touched on it. Last year, Michael Jordan Clark was actually 8th in the league in total assists. He was a top 10 assist guy.
It's not something that comes to mind when you think about him, but it's very impressive nonetheless, Kevin. Shows you what kind of leader he is. He knows he's got to get his teammates involved and work well with them for his
That's 14. I gotta keep running on the fucking clock.
team to be its best.
Yeah, he's a terrific facilitator.
No doubt.
Jordan outside. Wilkins with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Webb can't hit.
There we go.
And so Jordan will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. As we get deeper into this game, Clark, it has been all Jordan offensively, as we can see, leaving Dominique well behind him.
You know, I didn't think it would be this one-sided. I mean, Jordan has just been operating at a totally different level, and Dominique has not managed to match that intensity or production.
You're so right. Rivers finds Wilkins. Back to Rivers. The pass to Conca. Wilkins against Jordan. It's Wilkins with the drive. Shoots over Jordan.
Oh, wow.
Wilkins can't get it to go. Here's Jordan. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. From deep three-point range, cans it from downtown.
Excellent touch on the long-range bomb from Jordan. He only takes those when he really likes them, and that one looked good.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. Back right after this.
I like this angle.
Welcome back, everyone. We get into the fourth quarter of this thrilling game between the Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls. And this crowd is feeling it. And so it's Atlanta with it.
As this game wears on, you have to be so conscious.
Actually, I might change the angle, actually.
Of Michael Jordan. I mean, he's got something of a reputation for being a closer, and that's an understatement. He finds a way to push himself beyond his limits to come up with clutch points when his team needs it.
Well, have you finished this yet?
Sitting on the bench. This is Phil Jackson's lineup. Hodges is out there at B.J. Armstrong. Then it's King. Then it's Jordan. And it's Cartwright in at the 5, down low. Jordan against Wilkins. A shot by Jordan, no good. Knowing that Michael Jordan likes to explode down the home stretch.
The Jordan challenge.
I think the Hawks might increase the defensive pressure on him.
You know, it wouldn't shock me, Kevin, if they did just that. Just make sure somehow, some way, you don't allow him to put together a run.
No, don't step out, don't step out.
And they double up Jordan. Over Wilkins. Jordan with the bucket. 51 points for Jordan.
Nice.
That's what I'm doing right now.
They recognized the overcommitment from the defense. Got his teammate a nice opportunity.
And the dunk by
You know, something I like about both of these teams, the Bulls and the Hawks, is the experience they have, the range of experience. I mean, you've got younger guys like John Koncak and Horace Grant. And then you've got the seasoned veterans like Moses and Bill Cartwright. It's a really good balance. Even with the score where it is, he just keeps coming.
And the Hawks with possession here. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth.
He's lost.
And Michael Jordan, no doubt, one of the greatest dunkers of this era.
Jordan always eager to entertain the home crowd, putting on a show for these fans here.
Neely's checked in for Carton. Livingston's checked in for the Hawks. Tony comes in for Spud Webb. Free throw good, Jordan.
You know, the separator with Jordan from other guys is his drive. That's obvious in my mind. He wants to win more than most anybody else out there on the floor.
Carr in the post. He's guarded by Hodges. Willis. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Willis has got 4 this quarter.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Armstrong.
Wait, how do you ball fake?
Outside, Jordan. 6 to shoot. From deep.
Sleeping on me, baby.
Jordan's got 59 points.
And Jordan's jumper, simply wait. Love watching him rise up and knock it down.
Here's Livingston. Jordan with some nice D.
I think he's out of his element in that situation.
He's on the 20. Let's go, baby.
At the defense for shutting him down, locking him up.
The shot. The rebound by Carr.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Now, Jordan. Passes to Hodges. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Just 5 to shoot. Jordan is double. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Ever since halftime, they have been parked out at the arc, dropping bomb after bomb.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Livingston. Now Willis. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Way to go upstairs, Kevin Willis, pulling off that nasty throwdown.
And here's Armstrong. Outside, Jordan. Shot clock at 6. To the wing on the left. Here's Hodges. The three-pointer, no good. And it's the Hawks' ball. Livingston, the pass to Willis. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his first 2 points of the night.
Really hard not to see the open teammate right there. Good find by Willis.
Now here's Jordan. Takes a 3.
Oh, no.
It's the three-point bomb.
It's been a barrage of threes here in this last quarter, pouring it on from deep.
Jordan's fucking him.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And it's got to be frustrating that they're finally starting to play like this, being this one is basically done.
Yeah, he's starting 14. Let's go.
Outside Jordan.
35
seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. The 3. It's rebounded by Carr. Smith outside, down low. Outside, Willis. Teardrop shot. He can't get that one. Jordan with the ball. Goes up on the high post. Count it.
Nothing wrong with the mid-range, Jay, to keep padding to the lead.
And the Chicago Bulls, Clark, managed to pull out the win here tonight with Michael Jordan delivering a terrific performance to overcome Wilkins and these Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, Kevin, able to beat Dominique's offensive talents once again. Always special, though, to watch these two go at it head-to-head. MJ got the better of Dominique this time.
He did tonight. But looking beyond just the two stars, Clark, as you like to say, this was a team win.
Absolutely, Kevin.
All right.